Guys, so let's look at this question. The bearing of A from B is 147 degrees. What is the bearing of B from A? Okay, so this is bearing. What do you need to do? You need to know your four cardinal points, okay, which is your north, your south, your west, and your east. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. You need to know your north, your south, your west, and east. Okay, and know this as well. This is giving a right angle, right? Which is 90 degree. This is also giving a right angle, which is also 90 degree. But counting down from your north here to this, you are having what? 90 plus 90, that is 180 degrees. So this is your first quadrant, this is your second quadrant, this is your third quadrant, and this is your fourth quadrant if you are counting in a clockwise direction. Okay, so now this angle is also giving us the 90 degree. 180 plus 90, that's 270 degree. And counting from year to year, 90, 90, 90, 90, so here is 360 degree. If you know this, then you don't have much trouble. Okay, now let's proceed. According to the question that says the bearing of A from B is 147 degrees. So let's try to locate that. The bearing of A from B is 147 degrees. What is the bearing of B from A? Please let your attention be at this from. Okay, whenever a question says from, your attention should be on that from. So the bearing of A from B, that is from B. If I'm going to draw that, from D is what? 147 degrees. According to the four cardinal points I mentioned, which is your north, south, west, and east, where do I say your 180 degree or your first quadrant, second quadrant? Here is your first quadrant, which is 90. Here is 180. Here is 270, and here is 360 degree, right? Now, where can you find 147 degree? Is it at the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or fourth quadrant? I'm going to be locating 147 degree at the second quadrant. So meaning that my 147 will be at this angle. Okay, so this is A. That is the bearing of B. Don't forget, from B is what? 147 degree. That is the angle, because you need to measure down from your north side. So meaning that from year to year I will be having what? 147 degree. Okay, now that I have gotten this, I am asked to calculate the bearing of B from A. Now you can see from A. Now let's go to A. We need to draw the bearing of A. So what do? Make this a dot line, then make a straight line. You need to form your four cardinal points. Okay, so at this point here, I'm going to make my other line here. So here is my north now, here is my south, here is my west, and here is my east. Here is my east. Okay, the bearing of A from B is 147 degrees. What is the bearing of B from A? Meaning that this is the one we are looking for right now. Now, coming back here, what do I say this angle is representing? 90 degrees. Yes, this is 90 degrees. So if this angle is giving you 90 degrees, what would be this angle? From here to here is already giving you 90. Okay? Now, what would be this smaller angle here? This acute angle here, what would be here? Now, 147 degrees minus 90 will be giving you what? 7 minus 0, 0, 14 minus 9, that is 5. Meaning that this other angle here will be 57 degrees. If here is 90, here will be 57 degrees. Okay, let me clean this 147 now. 90 degrees plus 57 gives a total of 147 degrees. Okay, my focus now will be on this, because the question says the bearing, or what is the bearing of B from A. Okay, now don't forget, here is 90 degrees plus 57 makes a total of 147. According to this, the bearing of A from B is 147. So here is 90, here is 57, right? Now there's something we call an alternate angle. Alternate angles are equal. It comes in form of Z, something like this, or N, or what other way can I call it? Like this. Okay, so now let's see an angle that is coming in form of that. So this angle here that is connecting to the bearing of A. Okay, so now we are going to make that Z4. Let's make that Z4. So if here is 57 degree, this other angle too will be what? 57 degree. Am I communicating? This is 57 degree. So this other angle too will be 57 degree. Now, don't forget, bearing is always being measured from your knot. You need to measure down from your knot to where the angle stops. So we are going to find the angle down from knot here to this bearing of A. Okay? So we will need to calculate the angle from here to here. Now, what is this angle? 90 degree, right? What about this angle? 90 degree. What about this angle? 90 degree. And here is what? 57. Can we calculate it together? So we have here to be 90 degree plus 90 degree plus 90 degree plus 57 degree. It gives us a total of what? 90 plus 90 plus 90. Is that not 270? Now what is 270 plus 57? 0 plus 7, 7, 7 plus 5, 12, right hand to carry 1, 2 plus 1, 3. That's 327 degree. Hence, this is our final answer. That is, the bearing of B from A is 327. The bearing of B from A is 327 degree, and we just got our answer. Again, let me come again. The bearing of A from B is 147 degree. My focus will be, you can come and draw the diagram first somewhere, so you can know where the direction will come, whether here or here or here. So you need to draw your diagram somewhere in a rough book. Okay, so the bearing of A from B is 147 degree, and I can find 147 degree in the second quadrant, at the second quadrant. Now, this is giving a 90 degree. That is, this will be what? 90 plus 57 will give us a total of 157 degree. Now, what is the bearing of B? What is the bearing of B from A? From A. Now, you are making another diagram. From A. Now, form an alternate angle. Okay, so this angle here, the angle here is 57 degree. So here is also going to be what? 57 degree. Then calculate that from north down to where the line stops. 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. That is from here to here is 270, third quadrant. Now here is 57. 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 57 give us a total of 327 degree. Now do this for me. The bearing of Q from P is 200 degree. What is the bearing of P from Q? Do this. Try this, try this, try this, and tell me what your answer will be in the comments section. Bye.